next time here on the lounge. At the lounge.
In the lounge.
You want me to start over?
By the lounge. For the lounge.
Oh, I thought every conjunction.
Do you need glasses or?
Yeah, I done told your ass that I do need glasses. And not the fake sunglasses I wear. I can still see it better than you.
Okay. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm your host G, and this is my co-host T, and we are back with two different songs that we gave you guys clues to from the last episode that we really do hope maybe a few people have figured out what we're going to do. My song that I picked out for this episode is going to be Every Time It Rains by Kenny Wayne Shepherd, and T's song that she's going to do is Stagger Lee by Lloyd Price. And so without further ado, let's get into our songs.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Every Time It Rains is the 8th song and standout track from the Kenny Wayne Shepherd Band's third studio album, Live On, released in 1999, which was certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America, RIAA, in 2000. Live On marks the second album to feature vocals from Noah Hunt, with Shepherd on lead guitar, Keith Christopher on bass, Sam Bryant on drums, and Warren Haynes on slide guitar. Some additional personnel from the album included keyboardist Reese Winans, drummer Chris Layton, and bassist Tommy Shannon from their band Double Trouble that backed Stevie Ray Vaughan. The song was co-written by Shepherd, Mark Selby, and Tia Sillers. The album reached number 52 on the Billboard 200 chart, and other notable songs on it are In Too Deep, Was, Shotgun Blues, and Last Goodbye. Every Time It Rains embodies the inner struggle some people are having in coping with adversity, using rain as a metaphor for any challenging situation. Every time any trouble comes along, they find themselves running away rather than facing the problem. With tremendous guitar prowess from Kenny Wayne, as always, powerful haunting vocals from Hunt, and standout slide guitar from Haynes, it is a truly bluesy, soulful tune, one that anyone can enjoy when the clouds roll in and the sky begins to fall.
In like 2000, I think, is when I bought that album. It was their third album from the band. And of course, I knew several of their songs before I heard their signature song, which happens to be Tattooed on...
Oh, and if you didn't know, it might be his favorite band.
Yes. Well, KWS Band, I got at the top there, is shortened, abbreviated for Kenny Wayne Shepherd Band, and of course their signature song, Blue on Black. And this is based off of a t-shirt design. I adapted it to say the KWS Band because just Kenny Wayne Shepherd was too much to put on the little tattoo there. And Blue on Black is their signature song.
Have you ever went to see him?
I have seen him live twice now. The first show that I saw was with ZZ Top and Ted Nugent. And they opened up. Ted Nugent played second, and then ZZ Top. And I was... the only thing that I was disappointed in is the fact that they only got to play like 5 songs total. They got off the stage and Nugent came on and did his set, and then ZZ Top. So I was just disappointed because I didn't get to hear... I'm sure I didn't get to hear the song I'm featuring today. You know,
it does suck when you go to a concert and you don't get to hear what you want to do.
Right.
But you know, that's a risk for everything. Even if it's the person by themselves, they might not pay your song.
And the second time I went to see them, I saw them at smaller venue than that one. No, they had a lot of other artists playing with them. It was like a It was a blues album featuring older blues artists. It's not that I didn't like the show, but again, I only got to hear like 5 or 6 of their songs, and the rest of the songs were songs that they were performing with the other artists. I didn't know that it was going to be that kind of show going into it, I guess. In any case, I've been a fan of the band since 1995. And of course, the first time I ever heard Blue on Black, it became my favorite song right then and there. And so much so that years later, I decided to get this. We've showcased Slow Ride, which is a great song by them, which is kind of like my second favorite song by the group. And this song probably today, I would say, is probably became my third favorite song of the band. Been working on a video montage with this song.
Oh, yeah.
And so for the last 2 months, she has been hearing about this, and she is not familiar with the song. So
True.
I kind of drove her nuts a little bit because I talked a lot about it.
True.
I have a concept with this song, and I'm also a lifelong wrestling fan. Okay, so there's a WWE wrestler with a particular name that flows with this song. And anybody that's a fan of both the band and wrestling in general, or WWE, will enjoy this video that I've put together. Because I could not find any official music video other than, like on YouTube, they just have a still shot of the title of the song. For purists out there, when they see the video, yes, the footage was from a different song. They were performing Shotgun Blues, but it looks like they're performing that song.
It's been a month of Sundays.
Yeah.
I know he's very proud of it, and I am looking forward to it because from what I can gather from the clues he's personally given me, that it seems very exciting, and I just look forward to it. Yeah.
Well, it's an idea I've had in my head for about 10 years since I first started watching this particular wrestler. And so the idea has been that he could use this song, could be his theme music, rather than the music that he has now, which has no lyrics. It's just rock music. It's a good entrance music, but there's no lyrics to it. In any case, so let's get to the song because she's dying to hear this.
I am. Let's look forward to seeing not only the montage that G created, but Every Time It Rains by the Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
This one's for you. Dusk and dry, the rust takes home. See it in the sky. You're gonna go every time it rains. Every time it rains. Clouds come and standing in the doorway. You run, why you wanna run away? Sky falls, take it as a sign. Who knows what I'm gonna find every time it rains? When the rivers rise, you watch it all come down. See it in your eyes. It doesn't make a sound every time it rains. Every time it rains. Oh, clouds come and standing in the doorway. You run, why you wanna run away? Sky falls, take it as a sign. Who knows what I'm gonna find every time it rains? time it rains. Dust can dry, the rust takes hold. You see it in the sky. You gonna go every time it rains, every time it rains. Clouds come standing in the doorway. You run why you wanna run away. Sky falls, take it as a sign. Who knows what I'm gonna find every time it rains? Yeah, every time it rains. Yeah, yeah, every time it rains.
So,
A lot happened just now. Meaning,
it's kind of a short song. I mean, it's not like
is
a long
it?
song.
Well, yeah,
little less, like 3 minutes, 40 something seconds.
yeah, which is sort of average for me.
Yeah.
But no, the thing that I felt like I needed to. First of all, let me say that I like the way that the song sounds,
Mhm.
and I was enjoying the compilation. Like, did you do this effect?
Some of the effects were in the clips that I found, but some
Okay.
of them I added.
That was my question.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was a good combination, and I'm sure that the chief
Would be,
would be very grateful. It may even possibly.
think he would like it.
I think he would like it.
Tribal Chief loves you. Loves you. We the one.
It is a good one.
I hope
It
so.
reminded me of like.
I hope the band likes it too. But
The band likes it too, but okay. I think it's a great promotional video that you created
yeah,
for
it really
Roman Reigns. It definitely, especially with the chorus, goes to, and you put things together
Every
well
time
according to the
Reigns,
like the
yeah.
lyrics and everything.
Uh-huh.
It's a very well made promotional video. I really like it. I'm gonna have to watch it again
Oh,
because,
yeah.
and I say I'm gonna have to watch it again because I know what I'm supposed to be doing here is paying attention also to the song. So I never heard the song, but I want to be able to react to the song.
Uh-huh.
And so I closed my eyes a bit because I was like, okay, it's cool and everything, but I want to.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's a lot going on. I gotta do two things, and I was like, okay, I gotta make sure that because I was having like some of the wrestlers I know. I'm not a wrestling
nerd
like him, but I know about it and I've enjoyed it. So I'm like, and I get into it too.
You definitely went like, when
Yeah.
and, his cousin The Rock
Yeah.
had the embrace and whatnot. And then
And other people too.
Well, she didn't really notice, but the clip right after that had him spearing The Rock because the other wrestler moved him out of the way and he was trying to spear
him.
He did. That's a wrestling move.
Oh.
He puts his shoulder. You put your shoulder into somebody's midsection. That's a spear.
Oh.
See, but so he was trying to spear Cody Rhodes, but then he got pushed out of the way by his partner Seth Rollins, and then he nails The Rock.
Seth Rollins. That's who I
accidentally.
saw the other day.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so, well, they had that. This was at WrestleMania. Another neat thing in there where there was a picture of the Big Show on the van there as Triple H sped away. Very next clip, Sky Falls, it was him throwing Big Show off the top rope. So I was just a lot of clever things I was able to do in this video. To me, it always, I always wondered if he was talking about a love interest that was running away every time they were having problems. or he's just describing somebody that has this issue in general. You know what I mean? It's kind of open to interpretation. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
you know?
I see. That was the thing that I was so focused on the wrestling
Yeah.
because wrestling
Distracted you from
it distracted me, and you know it's so entertaining. I'll admit that.
Yeah.
And you know I was like, oh, and I remember this person. I haven't seen them in forever, maybe, and
Yeah.
you know. He's definitely more caught up on the stories than I am, but I you know I enjoy the moves. You did some clever stuff, yo, and yeah, I picked up on a lot of that. So right now it was like I like the sound of the song, the guitar and the rhythm of the song. I know I like that. I'm trying to pay attention to lyrics, but I really couldn't do it that much except for the chords and the things that I can tell correlated with the scene. And so, and I'm enjoying the wrestling and I'm reminiscing about the wrestling and I dig it. I think he did a very good job. Totally worth waiting for. I'm so proud of you. Y'all don't know.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, we've been going
years
on
in the
and on about this. It feels like it's been
feels
years
like
in the
it.
making,
But so yeah, I knew you would. My friend's so talented. I'm so proud of him.
all right.
This one's for you.
No, I don't do a good job of trying.
Just can't drive.
Trying to do the guitar and the
Just stays home.
pick one.
See in the sky. I'm gonna go every time it rains. Every time it rains. Clouds cold and standing in the doorway. You run while you wanna run away. Sky falls, take it as a sign. Who knows what I'm gonna find every time it rains? When the rivers rise, watch it all come down. See it in your eyes. It doesn't make a sound every time it rains, every time it rains. Oh, clouds come and standing in the doorway. You run while you wanna run away. Sky falls, take it as a sign. Who knows what I'm gonna find every time it rains? Every time it rains. Clouds come and standing in the doorway. You run while you wanna run away. Sky falls, take it as a sign. Who knows what I'm gonna find every time it rains? Every time it
The
rains.
beat change. Okay. See, I pushed my ear into it. I was trying to hear it better, but just change.
Just can't die. The rust takes hold. You see it in the sky. You gotta go every time it rains. Every time it rains. Oh, clouds come and standing in the doorway. You run while you wanna run away. Sky falls, take it as a sign.
I'm just like, not that I feel like I could ever sound as good as Noah does. The job that he does on this song, which is fantastic as far as I'm concerned. I've always loved
And
this.
just to confirm, Noah is the one that I saw on David Letterman.
Yes,
we all
with
saw
the
on
Slow
David
Ride.
Letterman.
Yeah, he's this. Yeah, he was the original singer of Slow
Okay.
Ride. So that was the second album.
I wasn't necessarily able to make out the lyrics more so in the performance, which I was hoping I would do. Frankly, it's like that. Now, like sometimes there have been some songs that you said I should have known, and I didn't know them by the title, and that's all I knew at the time. And I'm like, oh yeah, I know that because he'll sing it in karaoke, or oh, I get the lyrics more now when you hear, you know what I mean. And that happens with me too. And so
Yeah.
I didn't really get to do that except for the chorus. Now, that aside, he finally did some decent air guitar. And I was like, oh, okay. So I thought that was good. And I thought that your performance was consistent in its energy. I think that you still had it in mind of, which makes sense, of almost like a kick-ass song, or maybe I just got that in my brain because I just watched the whole wrestling video with a kick-ass man. I like the rhythm of the song. Really, in my opinion, very traditional. It almost made me feel like, it made me think of that one movie. You must know this movie. It's got Ralph Macchio in it, and it's about, I'm gonna,
Not Karate Kid, right?
no, it's
Crossroads.
yeah, that movie.
Player.
He was a guitar player, and
Sold his soul to the devil so he could play guitar.
right. His name Robert something.
No, he was a protege of Robert Johnson.
Okay.
And so he makes a deal with Ralph Macchio, you know, help me out and I'll teach you Robert Johnson's unknown song that he never recorded.
Right. Thank you. Yeah.
Which was just a story to get him to help him.
Right.
Because there never was another song when you find out at the end.
Yeah, I remember.
Ralph Macchio's character saves the guy from the devil because he outplays the devil's guitarist. So,
and that was cool. It reminded me of a lot of the songs I remember from that movie. Robert Johnson, is it? He's probably like, wasn't he from like the 30s or something? Yeah.
30s.
That's what I mean by like that really classic blues sound. Yeah. It's, a little bit modernized. You got a little bit of the tapping of it.
Amp and it's electrified,
Yeah.
But it definitely, it has a lot of the earlier kind of authentic sounding elements.
Yes, authentic and very slow, kind of like, I kind of felt like a speakeasy in the boondocks and back then, or what do they call it? Juke joint or something.
Juke joint.
Yeah, I just kept on thinking juke joint. I did. So I like how classic it was.
Yeah.
What year you say the song came out in?
99.
Just reminds me of my mother, and so I categorize like Albert King or BB King in that time period, ZZ Hill, Bobby Blue Bland. Like it's kind of like a little bit of R&B more to it too, and it's just it's 70s R&B blues. That's what it is. And so that was the kind that I grew up with, as opposed to like that more classic sound from like the 30s. That is what this song sounded like to me, and I really appreciate it. And I haven't heard it in a while, but I like older stuff. And it's put me in the mood because my song is kind of older too.
So speaking of older songs, this is a song that I'm not familiar with. T's choice for this episode, and
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. So let's restarted the computer, so I gotta find it again. It's always something. Stagger Lee is a traditional folk song that originated in the late 19th century with various versions and adaptations recorded by numerous artists over the years, most famously by Lloyd Price. The singer and songwriter rose to fame in the 1950s with hits like Just Because and Personality. He was one of the first African American artists to achieve crossover success, earning recognition and acclaim from both black and white audiences during the segregated era of American music. Price's rendition of Stagger Lee was released in 1958 as a single, reaching number 1 on the Billboard R&B charts and number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
The song is based on the true story of Stagger Lee, a notorious figure from American folklore who became infamous for a murder he committed in good old St. Louis, Missouri in 1895. The lyrics recount the tale of a confrontation which ends in tragedy. Price's version features a driving rhythm, powerful vocals, and catchy horn arrangements, contributing to its commercial success and enduring popularity. So, just from reading that Lloyd Price was not the original singer of this song.
Actually, well,
It says that Stagger Lee is a traditional folk song that originated in the late 19th century.
oh, yes,
with
folk
various
song.
versions and adaptations
Yes.
recorded by numerous artists. So
it is a folk song.
Well, but it started before Lloyd Price.
Before him.
Right. So
yes, actually.
yeah. So he
and
couldn't
actually,
have been the original singer.
I'm sorry, y'all. I looked this up quite a while ago, and I'm remembering my research now.
Uh-huh.
So yes, it started off as a story and then folklore. I don't know the original recording, but he did not make the song himself. He didn't write it, and but his is the most popular version. And it was, recorded in the 50s. Of course, I swear, everybody and their mama have recorded this song. And there's 2 different versions too.
Oh.
There's like, I call it a clean and raw and clean edit. That's what I call it. But they call it like the original version and the bandstand version. So if they have like a bandstand, and it's not as graphic, frankly. But so yeah, it's just a very old song, and people have sung it in their own versions and very many different genres. Honestly, too many to count. But I always liked this one. So I was a weird kid in the fact that I came across this song when I was about 10 years old. And so this is in the late 80s. And I saw it first in a movie called Shag. There was starring Phoebe Cates and Bridget Fonda, I remember. And it was set back in the 50s where it's like a coming of age story. I haven't seen it in forever, so I don't know the exact plot, but it was about like girls and guys in high school trying to figure each other out, that type of deal. And, heartache and the all the great things. And so I just remember it was a very nice movie. So I saw it in there and I loved that movie, and I'm 10 years old. And the thing about this song, they play it at the end. I remember where the girl finally got to dance with the guy, and they show how fabulous she was because she got to dance at the end, because people thought she was like too shy to do anything. It was like her coming out thing.
So she blossoming.
She blossomed, exactly. Yeah. And so I always remember that scene, and they played the music perfectly well with it. And so I fell in love with that song so much so, I say I was a strange kid because I'm a kid, a 10-year-old in the 80s, requesting on the oldie station at the time for this song. And then I really got into 50, at the time the oldie stations was 50 and 60s music. And so I would just play that a lot. And then that's all I listened to. Of course, it was kind of serious. Like, yeah, there was the 80s, 90s songs that were out, of course. But for some reason, during my adolescence, 11, 10, 12, 13, I listen to the oldie station a lot. I just love doo-wop. I love the early days of rock and roll. I love even big band. I like all kinds of music, but I was really into that during my adolescence, and so I played it a lot. And searching through things, I found it again, and I'm really glad to be here and to see this. So yes, we are going back to what year they saying?
1958.
I didn't say 3 different years. Okay. But that's what I wrote.
Okay.
But 1958 with Stagger Lee,
Okay.
as done by Lloyd Price. I think y'all like it.
All right.
The night was clear and the moon was yellow and the leaves came tumbling down. I was standing on the corner when I heard my bulldog bark. He was barking at the 2 men who were gambling in the dark. It was Stagger Lee and Billy, 2 men who gambled late. Stagger Lee threw 7, Billy swore that he threw 8. Stagger Lee told Billy, I can't let you go with that. You have won all my money and my brand new Stetson hat. Stagger Lee went home and he got his 44. Said I'm going to the forum just to pay that debt I owe. Go Stagger Lee. Look out there now. Go Stagger.
This was the most sound.
Yeah, I love it.
It was.
Stagger Lee
Yeah.
went to the barroom, then he stood across the barroom door. Said now nobody move, and he pulled his 44.
It got serious.
Cried Billy, oh please don't take my life. I got 3 little children and a very sickly wife. Stagger Lee shot Billy, oh he shot that poor boy so bad, till the bullet came through Billy and it broke the bartender's glass. Now look out, Stagger! Get out of here, Stagger! Police are coming. Come on now, Stagger!
I finally did.
Song you did.
Yeah, I did a short song. You proud of me?
Wow. With not a whole lot of lyrics, but
Yeah.
it's hard for me to hear through these things. For some reason, the sound isn't that good to hear it, but it'll
I'm
be
wondering.
better in our playback, I'm sure. But yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it has like an upbeat feel to it
Yeah.
compared to the subject matter.
Yeah.
And so, but it also reminds me of the Leonard Skinner song, "Give Me 3 Steps," because he's asking for the guy in that song to give him a break. Don't shoot me. I didn't know that was your old lady. I was just dancing with her. Let me go. And this guy, he's like, no, I wasn't cheating. I guess it was a gambling dispute, right?
Right.
And so he's like, please, Stagger Lee, don't get your 44, right?
Right.
And, so he's pleading with Stagger Lee to not shoot him because he's, hey, it also reminds
He
me
was just mad because he lost. That's what I think.
Well, yeah, and there's another Leonard Skinner song where one of the lines in that song is Big Jim gonna pull his pistol, shot his friend right between the eyes because he thought he was cheating at cards. So Leonard Skinner has obviously been, influenced by songs like this because
I think everybody can be.
right. But I definitely hearing some of the same themes in there,
Mhm.
So
We all know about ballroom fights, and well, I ain't gonna say all of us. Some of us are bougie, I guess.
Really
Maybe.
stones.
Or just,
that came from.
I wonder. sometimes you just get into a situation where there's miscommunication, there's a misunderstanding, and it ends in tragedy. Also, a lot of people have recorded the song. It was popular. I mean, a lot of people. Wow. I wouldn't be surprised if Kenny Wayne Shepherd did it.
Well,
it's so
fun that you mentioned that, because just a side note about Every Time It Rains, when you search for that title, there's a lot of songs that have that exact title by different artists, and of course totally different songs. But you know, in this case, it's a lot of people that have it is. I mean, the list was lengthy, so I didn't know how many artists produced a song called Every Time It Rains, but of course not the exact same song that Kenny Wayne has done. But this is a little bit different, where lots of people have recorded more or less the same song. So it's that's interesting. You know,
I think the reason why certain artists that I recall sing this song is because it's so upbeat and it's so catchy, but it's serious.
You can dance to it. That's
you can. You know. And it's always cool when a song is like that. It's a cool thing when a song is
about tragedy.
Tragedy, but it's catchy and it's peppy, and
that's definitely what
it's just a cool thing to people.
This song,
yes. So yeah, there's
like a production. I could just see a zoot suit. Yeah, dancing. You know, people just doing funky dance moves that that were popular back in that day, scooting around and their partners doing this.
Yes, that's how it was in the movie. It was so cool. Yeah. I used to think it was so cool. But it is. But yeah, it just has that kind of feel, and I don't know why, child. This is way before my time and my mother's time. This is an old song, and I don't know. I just like it. And apparently I'm not the only one. So thank you for checking this out with me, everyone.
Okay, let's move on and see how
I'm sorry.
He did the song. And hopefully she did a better job with this song than I did with Every Time It Rains, because I don't feel like I did a great job at all. But,
I'll be surprised. This is definitely the last time I'm recording. Today.
Thought the show was over, or the channel was over.
Oh gosh. The night was clear and the moon was yellow, and the leaves came tumbling. I was standing on the corner when I heard my bulldog bark. He was barking to men who were gambling in the dark. It was Stagger Lee and Billy, two men who gambled late. Stagger Lee threw 7 Billy's more than he threw away. Stagger Lee told Billy, I can't let you go away there. You have one of the love in my brand new. Stagger Lee went home and he got his 44. Said I'm going to the ballroom just to pay that. Then I hope. Oh, Dad. Man, Stagger Lee went to the ballroom and he stood across the bedroom floor. And nobody moved, he said he pulled his 44. Stagger Lee, try Billy, oh please don't take my life. I got 3 little children, a very sickly wife. Stagger Lee shot Billy, oh he shot that boy so bad, till the bullet hit Billy and brought the bar in the smash. Look outside,
beginning.
Oh, no, it's just messed up.
Yeah, so that's the difference between the Leonard Skinner song I referred to earlier. Is the guy gets away?
Oh, he got away. No, this is just
this
messed
one
up.
he don't get away.
He don't.
His poor kids and wife don't have Billy no more.
No.
After that, so.
And there's, sometimes that happens in life, especially with gambling and
Drinking. I bet you they were drunk.
I bet you.
Tensions always run high when money's involved in alcohol.
Exactly. Got to be more careful. And so really a jacked up story, but I guess it's jacked up. I like singing. It's got a great beat to me. And I do like that big band doo-wop.
Little bit of combination there that I not sure I've ever really heard.
Yeah, it's a little bit unique, and it was very popular at the time, even to the point where it became a crossover.
Many other people cover it.
Many other people
artists started covering it because it was so popular.
Exactly. And first crossover hit, and so many people cover this song. And I finally did a short song with not that many lyrics.
Yeah.
So I hope y'all proud of me. It wasn't difficult, apparently. But what did you think?
I think you did better than me, and I hate to admit that because that's my song that I was so pumped about. I think I did that good of a job on.
I gotta say, I agree with you that I think I did fine, and I think you did fine too. I think we always want to excel.
I want to do that song justice, and I'm not sure I really did.
If you don't
justice in making the video,
he did. Don't y'all think so? I think he really did justice. And if you can get in contact with WWE, that's the right company, right?
Yes, that's Roman Reigns' company.
Okay, that's this company. If you can reach out to Roman Reigns or WWE and get that to him, because it's good.
You'll eventually see it. Like I said, if they like Kenny Wayne and they like wrestling, there's a lot for both fan bases.
Don't y'all like it? I am officially on the campaign to I'm gonna start a GoFundMe and
GoFundMe.
Stop. I'm sorry, I did not mean GoFundMe. I meant change.org petition. That's what I meant to say. You know what that is?
No.
It's a petition. I'm gonna start a petition to get him to use this song.
Okay,
and I am dead ass.
Ever gonna go that far with it? I think just
keep hope alive.
Well, but if we created another channel so we can post videos here and there.
By telling the name of it?
Yes, the Compareoke Studio.
Yes.
So it'll have videos coming soon. Right now, there's nothing on it at the moment, but it won't be long. I will post this video that I've created. I've got several others lined up once I get them put together and edited because I work a regular job. I'm not a professional singer, if you couldn't tell. Haha. So this is just something that we do on the side for fun. Sure. Okay, but
so make sure to check it out.
We're also trying to create fun content and see where it can take us.
We do. Make sure that if you really like it, please do check it out. It will soon be on the Compareoke Studio, which is a sister channel here. And so if you want to see cool videos and things like he was mentioning, and
if you've liked today's video at all, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when we upload new videos.
From the rain and the stagger, we shift to a song about two lovers riding on the open road with the roar of the engine and the wind in their hair. For our next episode, we feature a special guest singer who likes to bring the metal in heavy. Any resemblance to our guest, to my co-host G, is purely coincidental. Now, although this tune isn't too heavy, it is metal nonetheless. As they feel the horsepower driving into fury, they hold each other ever closer the faster they cruise down the highway. See if you can decipher what thrill ride of a song our guest delivers next time here at the lounge. Hello.
See you next time.
See you next time. Thank you for stopping by and leave comments and talk to us.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, come on back.
Okay.